The Washington Commanders are back on our television screens this Sunday, 1 o'clock in the Meadowlands against the New York Giants. I'm not really looking forward to this game, but there are huge draft implications on the line for this game. You see what it is. It's Jon, it's Nick, it's a Ballin In Burgundy podcast. It's week 15. Let's get into this. Burgundy Ballers, what's happening? It is Jon, it's Nick, it's the Week 15 previews and predictions episode. Nick, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. You know, living life. Another Sunday on the horizon. So
yeah, another man. It's gonna be a rough one because both of these teams ain't great.
No,
neither of these teams are great. It is truly the battle of who could take the number one overall draft pick. Commanders, Giants. Before we get into that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button here on BIB. Road to 1,000. We're currently sitting at 824 subscribers. Y'all have been killing it the past few weeks between the live streams with the Burgundy Breakdown, BIB Draft HQ. So hit that subscribe button. Get us to 1,000. I will be at the Philadelphia game next Saturday. So if you're there and you see your boy, come say hi. Love to talk with y'all, but hit that subscribe button. Once we get to 1,000, I might be doing a giveaway. Follow us on all the social media accounts, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, at Ballin In Burgundy Podcast, Twitter, at BIB Draft Podcast 22, because Twitter hates long uses. But let's get into this thing, man. Week 15 is currently coming. This Sunday, as this drops, will be about 24 hours-ish away in the Meadowlands in MetLife Stadium against the Jaxson Dart-led New York Giants. What are your overall thoughts going to the game?
Man, well, you know, I was looking forward to it a few months back when Jaxson Dart started catching some heat. And I was like, okay, yeah, got Jaden versus Jaxson. Let's see,
right.
You know, might be a good battle to watch for the next, 6, 7, 8 years, whatever it is. And no, I did not mean to hit the 6, 7 like that, but got to get it out the way early, I guess, right?
Right.
But nah, man, yeah, really just going into this, it's the famous saying, it's just the battle of the shits, right? So really just looking forward to, at this point, just trying to come out of the game healthy, man. I mean, at this point, like, we're not really too worried about the wins, and losing actually helps us. I hate to sound that way, but with the way this team's at, we need as much help as we could possibly get. So really, I'm looking for just like, Terry's back again, so something to watch there. With C-Rod, which I'm sure we're going to get to, being on the injury report. Some guys could get some reps there with Bill and maybe Jeremy proving his case why he should stick around. And biggest thing for me, and I know you're going to hit on it because you've been the only guy in this guy's corner all year, but what has Ben Sinnott gonna do? What we gonna get out of the guy? Okay, so it's finally his time. Sucks for why it's his time. And I feel so bad for Ertz, man. But now it's finally the young guy's turn. And we're gonna see what we're gonna get at him in these next 4 weeks, and which could possibly not only help us with the draft pick, right? But there's also more for the draft, like trades and roster. And things like that. So if he doesn't show up, possible trade candidate, so who knows?
So let's talk about that. Let's first kick things off with, like, dude, prayer is up for Zach Ertz. You tear your ACL, the way it goes down, people want the J Ward to be suspended or fined for a dirty hit. That's such a wishy-washy tackle. Like, yes, he dived into his knees, yes. Could you declare him a defensive receiver? Yes. But also, like, 5 years ago, that wouldn't have been declared a dirty hit. That would have been like, oh, it's a hit.
Yeah.
Good hit.
It just sucks, man, because that's the way the NFL, right? Like
Yeah.
I've said it for years. You know, you obviously hate to see people, go down and look like they're getting ready to karate chop you because they're just knocked unconscious, man. And
Yeah.
like, all jokes aside, like it's not a laughing thing because that's somebody's like livelihood, right?
Right.
We love to watch the game, they love to play, but at the end of the day, you love to go home to your family, right? So
Exactly.
my biggest thing, man, is this is how I look at it, right? So like you're saying, the wishy-washy thing, like obviously we all saw how it transpired, what finished, that final outcome. So we're all now being like, yeah, it's dirty. Why did he go so low? Blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what the NFL wants, man. And it's so frustrating because the way I see it is if he would have like college style, like, catapulted with his head straight at his knee, he's got to go. Like, I mean, that's clearly like full intent on killing this man, like, causing bodily harm, right? But when he made the tackle, like he jumped and he was like, hell, let me just get my head out the way so I don't leave with a helmet.
Yeah.
And he just happened to hit the knee, right? And I see this as like college, right? Like in college, I hate the whole 15-yard targeting, go to review. Okay, he's not getting kicked out the game, but it's still 15 yards.
Right.
What? Like the whole point of targeting is to kick somebody out the game. So if it's not targeting enough to get him kicked out the game, how's it still a 15-yard penalty? But
right. I think targeting is like the next evolution of like unnecessary roughness kind of thing, where it's like, or the helmet to helmet hit kind of thing. Because when it's targeting, it's always a helmet to helmet, a crown to the crown, which in the NFL, that's what, 15 yards regardless.
Yeah. And that's
so I think
you could tell it's intentional too. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like whether you've played or whether you've been in football your whole life, common sense is the best tool you can have in your toolbox, right? Like,
yep.
If CeeDee Lamb is going for a pass in the end zone or T. Higgins is going for a catch on the sideline, and they both landed on their own and got knocked out, like you can get a concussion all by yourself these days. Like you don't need someone coming at you full speed and hitting you head to head. So my biggest thing is with this whole going low thing, if you're, Quan Martin and you've got, Scattaboo or Genty coming at you, you better go for their knees, right? You gotta, or you're going to end up on their highlight reel. Like it's just going to happen. But if you were to ask Zach Ertz right now, say, hey, would you rather him go full speed into your chest or do what he did to you? He's going 10 times out of 10, say, I wish you would have taken me up high and just laid me out, because he'd be able to walk up. I mean, it would hurt, but who gets into football, especially at the NFL level, and thinking that they're not going to get got? Like the whole reason why these guys are in the NFL is because their whole life they have been just dominating competition. Yep. One day you're going to get got. It's just going to happen. So you live with it, you move on. But at the end of the day, man, like them trying to soften the league and go low and stuff like that is just, it's just not good for the game, man. And, if that's the case, like why are linemen still allowed to block? Because every single lineman, the snap of the ball, you hit head to head. Except for an outside pass rush and a pass block, you're like Tunsil going up against, Brian Burns or whatever, right? Like if he's rushing the outside, he's just going to punch him. He's going to be fine. But if he goes to reach him on a run block, they're smacking helmet to helmet every single play, man. So it's just I get the safety concern, but man, I hate seeing these guys like just getting career-ending injuries and season-ending injuries just because like the league's like, well, we don't want them to hit you up high anymore. It's like, well, then take the helmet off, and then I bet people won't hit up high no more. So it's just crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
We could go on a whole tangent about like the league should be softer, the league should be harder. Kind of pause on that. I think at the end of the day, no one wanted to see Zach get hurt. I don't think Ward's hit was intentionally trying
I don't
to
either. Yeah.
injure him.
Yeah.
Could you say he was trying to go low? Yes, he was going for the
Oh, yeah.
legs, but also like Zach's 6'6", 240, 250. It takes a hit to get him down kind of thing. So
Yeah.
I can be upset at the play. I can't overall be set up at Jay Ward because at the end of the day, he was doing what he's been taught to do. Big guys, you go low.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't, even when it happened, I was like, with the replay, I'm like, see, he actually hurt Zach Ertz more by freaking out trying to not hit him hard because he didn't even do anything like he bent his whole head down and like kind of like just like rolled into him. I mean, it's crazy. You know, the only hits this year I'm mad about are all the hip drops on Jaden that never got called.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can save that one. But no, I don't think there's anything dirty about the hit. I don't hate the kid for doing it. Because like you just said, I mean, you know, corner, safety, DB, or whatever with a Hall of Fame tight end coming at you who's a big body frame, right? You know, he's not Bates by any means, but at the end of the day, like Zach Ertz also knows how to, you know, he knows what to do in the NFL. I mean, he's been doing it for so long. So I don't blame the kid at all. It just sucks that, you know, what happened. So
yeah. Again, we could go on a tangent, but prayers out to Zach, prayers out to his family.
For
I
sure.
could very well being this his retirement offseason. Like after this injury, don't got it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Will we see a bit more Ben Simmons? Yes. Will we see more John Bates? Yes. Will we see more Colton Yankov? Yes. Just not the way we wanted this to go.
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks, man. I truly think that, you know, I never wanted like that. Like I said, it sucks that this is the reason why Ben Simmons finally now on the field as the number one. I don't even want to say it's a good thing for the organization or a bright side because injuries suck, man. But, you know, to see what Ben Simmons can do now in this role with these last 4 games, I mean, absolutely nothing. It's gonna shine a lot of light. It's gonna show you, does he give a shit, right? Season's over. He's the number one guy now. Is he going to come out here and let John Bates catch all the tight end screens and Colson Yankov catch all, you know, all the middle, you know, the deep middle routes and all that kind of stuff? Or is he actually going to step up, you know, be a leader of the team, get in the locker room, let the guys know, start running routes, tell Cliff to throw the ball his way, you know, I'm ready to see what, you know, the whole reason we took him in the second round is for. So
yeah,
I'm excited to see it, but I'm not expecting a lot, right? I'm just more along the lines of like, I don't think he's going to finish the year with, you know, 100 yards receiving the next 4 games or something crazy like that. I just want to see him
progress.
And finish the season with more catches than Bates. I mean, because right now, I think Bates has 11 and Sinnott has like 4 or something, like 6, 4, something
it's
like
crazy.
that. Mm-hmm. So, and, you know, it's in my opinion, and I know this is for a different pod, right? But in my opinion, the tight end draft class this year is pretty deep. So, like,
it's pretty good.
But it's like the 1 through like 6 are all very potential, you know, day one starters depending on the team they land on. So,
yeah, I might have to throw tight end into BIB Draft Stage Q's queue, if you will. But we got a few more ahead. But since we're kind of on the talks of injuries, I'll pull up our injury report at least. Jane Daniels obviously out with the elbow injury. He re-aggravated it last week against Minnesota. So it's Marcus Mariota time. Drake Jaxson still out. I don't even know if we'll see him at all this season.
I'm over it. I can't take it.
Jonathan Jones, so our now third corner, is out with the rib injury. Rodriguez is questionable. Debo's questionable. Noah Brown didn't practice, but it looks like good to go for the game day. Same with George Fant. Same with Terry McLaurin. Same with B-Wags. So
Noah will play. He's a captain, so I couldn't imagine it leaving him captain and not play.
Yeah. So we'll still have Terry, Jalen, Noah. Debo's going to be questionable, and Treylon Burks. So we'll still have some of our starting receivers out there.
Yeah.
But the kind of the big injury report that I came across before we went on was the New York Football Giants. So they don't do injury report graphics, but they will repost who their reporters put out are injured. Bo Collins from Notre Dame, backup wide receiver, he's out. An outside linebacker, Victor Diakj, I said that completely wrong, out. Nick Jones, out. A starting D lineman and Raheem Nunez-Roche is out. Edge outside linebacker Kayvon Thibodeau is out with the shoulder. Their punter and Jamie Gilligan is doubtful. Dexter Lawrence is questionable. Gunnar Olszewski is questionable. Darius Masao is questionable. We could see the New York Giants without two of their four big-time defensive pieces in Sexy Dexy and Kayvon.
Yeah, just a lot of Abdul versus Connerly.
Which, I mean, say what you want. Connerly gave up all those sacks for weeks. After that, he's been actually solid for us. He's progressed. Yeah. He's progressed more gradually, like throughout the season, than what Coleman did last year at tackle.
100%.
And yes, Coleman went from guard to tackle, where Connerly's going from the right to the left. So I totally get it. But the way we were dragging Connerly through the first 5 weeks to now, it's a huge 180.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's not I totally agree. It's obviously not Joe Ald or Rashawn Slater levels of like a top 10, but you're still learning from Larry Tunsil, and you're still getting quality reps, and you haven't given up big penalties. Like a few holdings, yes, but like every lineman gives up some of those. He's getting like 6 penalties this year and like 6 sacks. If giving up 6 sacks in a whole year, really?
Yeah, especially when they were in the first half of the year. Not even the half. It was first quarter of the year.
Yeah. Like, really, it's not that bad. But
no, I definitely agree with you.
Like, but if we don't see Kayvon and if Dexter Lawrence is on, back and forth snaps, do we have a chance against this defense?
I mean, truthfully, I think we have a chance against this defense, whether they were there or not. That and full disclosure, that's the first time I've seen that injury report. So I think like a couple days ago, I think I heard something on 106.7 about the punter or something like that. Mm-hmm. But, that was just, B. Mitch and Finley just, Finley was just being, stupid about it. But even with a full healthy D line, I didn't think anything about it. I just thought we would kind of do roughly what we did the first week, except for stick with the run, because clearly, when Cliff gets halfway through the season, he's just like, oh my God, we have a running back with 10 carries. Shut him down. Shut him down. But he's got 8 yards of carry. Cliff, nope, even worse. Shut him down. Shut him down. So I think we got a good shot against them, whether they're healthy or not. But full length game, the way Jaxson Dart's playing, and the way we can't cover anybody, especially the tight end. And Jaxson loves Theo Johnson, man.
Yeah, he does.
Loves him. And I know he was on the injury report, but obviously he's not on it anymore. So he'll be there. I just don't think, it's just going to come down to, I heard it the other day or earlier today where it was like, it's just a race to 30, like what last night was. Yeah. And it's basically whoever gets there first is going to win the game. So, and, a team that is smart like them, compared to us, I guess, they'll just run the ball, hold the ball. Jaxson Dart just keep getting out of the pocket, pick up those little first downs and keep the ball. And, that'll probably be the story of the game. And Young Wei Koo, who we could have had, will probably somehow put a dagger in us, finish the game with like a 55-yarder in 2-degree weather or something crazy.
I wouldn't put it past him. Right. So with you going on about Cliff, would you agree with our topic from Wednesday on the Burgundy Breakdown? I'll go watch that in the comments and above Nick's head that Cliff is on the hot seat.
Oh yeah. I caught a little bit of that. And from what I heard with you guys talking about it, I mean, I felt like I was in the conversation with you guys, you know what I mean? Like Cliff, in my opinion, is I'm trying to think of the way to word this. That way I don't sound like I'm just guessing or I sound stupid to the outside world. But like hot seat, yeah. But I also think that he's beyond the hot seat, if that makes sense. Like not negatively, right? But in a sense of all this stuff, like, you know, he's a candidate for head coaching job somewhere else. He's a candidate for this, candidate for that. I truly think that he will be an OC next year, just not with us. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you can make that move. You know, I do not understand it, especially like with like the people we have in the offensive room right now. That's under him that are just waiting to come up, you know, and you already know we're making a defensive coordinator move. So I think with the piss poor season we had this year, and just the lack of just efficiency, I don't even care about the explosive plays being gone, right? Because Terry was out, Jaden's been out. We've got 3 running backs that all get the ball. You know, our main running back was out the whole year, blah, 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 right? I don't even care about that. I just care about the lack of efficiency, man. And if you have no idea what I mean by that, go watch the Denver game and then go watch Minnesota's game. We should have blew Minnesota out of the water the way we played. If we played that way against Denver, or if we played Minnesota the way we played Denver, we would have scored 31 points and won the game. So,
or at least keep things close.
Yeah, and it's just the lack of efficiency, and it kills me, man. It kills me. And there can't be anyone in that building happy when every single person that is like us on a podcast or sitting at home on their couch watching the game, whether they're 50 years old or 15 years old, right? It doesn't matter. And we're all screaming at the TV like C-Rod has 8 yards per carry, man. And we get on the 1 yard line and we let Brandon Coleman run a route. Cool. I love the big man getting love. Like, I love it, right? Like, you know, Scott was the first receiving touchdown from Jaden. I get it. It's fun, you know, blah, blah, blah. But, okay, game's over.
Yeah.
Christopher, run your big ass through this hole right here. Go right behind Biotish and score the damn touchdown. Like, that's all we need. Just score. But, nope, we want to get fancy and cute. And just that whole thing, and then the Jaden throws the pick, and then Mariota comes in, and what do we do right away? 3 times to throw it, just throw it. Yeah. I mean, God, like, what are we doing, man? So, I don't think he'll be here, but I don't think it's like a. It's so hard for me because I don't want him here, right? I don't want Cliff here, but I don't think like we could definitely have worse than Cliff, but. Yes, hot seat, yes, but for reasons such as just getting out of here and being an OC somewhere else, fresh start kind of deal. So
yeah,
that's how I see it.
Fair enough. Well, let's keep on the topic of offense, and we can kind of give them one apiece. What is a key matchup for you when you tune it, whether you tune in on Sunday or not? You're gonna kind of keep in the back of your mind, like, I want to see how X versus Y is gonna go.
Yeah, so mine would be Lattimore and Malik Neighbors, but wait, hold up, my bad. That's week 1. Let me crumple up the sheet I got over here. But no, so coming into this week, right? Coming into this week is exactly what I hit on, and I've been saying this for 2 weeks. I know I've kind of taken a hiatus from the pod, right? But just. You've seen it in the comments and the messages we've had together. Like, Bobby, Hall of Fame linebacker, love you, man. Like, you did a lot for this team, Seattle, Rams, wherever you've been great. You lead the league in tackles almost every year, right? However, we're officially now eliminated, okay?
Yep.
On third downs, I truly just want to see coverage from the linebackers, right? I just want to see strictly – whether it's McGee, whether it's Kane, whether it's, you know, a mixture of like Will Harris bumping down or something like that, just anything, like just someone in the middle of the field protecting the middle of the field. Like I can't be any more upfront than that. So it's basically, I just want to see Theo Johnson had the worst game of his season this week. Like, I want to see improvement from the linebacker level in pass coverage. And I don't care who it is. I don't care. Like, I just need to see somebody do something else than what has been going on. So that's 100% what I'm looking at on the defense side of the ball. Besides, and then, offense is just like, glad to see Terry back. Kind of just hopefully he just keeps picking up from where he was from the Denver game. But yeah, my main focus is linebackers with tight ends and, running backs coming out of the backfield. So,
yeah.
What are you thinking?
I'll raise you. So you go linebackers versus tight ends. I'll raise you our corners versus primarily Wan'Dale Robinson.
Yeah, that's
the past 4 games. Against the Bears, he had 62 yards on 6 catches. Against Green Bay, 4 for 36. Against Detroit, 9 for 156.
Yeah.
Against New England, 7 for 34. So over the past 4 games, he is over about 300, almost 400 yards.
It don't matter, man. It just.
I think we're gonna give up at least a good 60 yards to him, but I want to see whether it's Mikey, whether it's Igbenogany, whether they elevate someone recent, hopefully on Saturday. Like, we need to cover him because he can take a deep ball with velocity.
Yeah, because they're gonna put Noah in the slot.
Yep.
And Mikey on the outside. Who are they going to put on the other outside? Hamilton? Now the John
Hamilton. Yeah, probably Antonio Hamilton.
Bro, Wan'Dale is going to have 60 yards a half minimum. He's going to feast. And I appreciate my guy last week because he got me the bye week in my fantasy playoffs this week, by the way. So I'll take you take a week off this week. I'm on a bye. But yeah, but man, like he's going to torch the hell out of us big time. Yep. There's no doubt about it. And then even if Mikey gets a hair up his ass and starts shutting people down, you know what a smart OC will do? Oh, he's on move. Go to the other side.
Yeah.
Hey, you see that 47-year-old corner over there? Go against him. I bet he can't cover you. Shit. It's just
that's a fact.
It's gonna be hard to watch, and all they're gonna do is just send Slayton on a little drag route. Bring everybody down. Wan'Dale's gonna be open up top, or they're gonna send Isaiah on flies and just keep Wan'Dale down. That's all they're gonna have to do because the second we go into that DQ cover 4 soft shell shit. God, I hate watching that. Yep. It's just they're just going to be like, all right, hey, just run a quick slant, 7-yard slant, catch the ball, do whatever you want to do with it after that. So
it's rough.
It's going to be bad. Yeah,
it's rough. Well, speaking of bad, we'll get into the score predictions now. That being our bread and butter, because I'm actually saving a different topic when we wrap things up. So obviously, for those who don't watch us, we do a lot of score predictions almost every single previews and predictions episode. I think Andrew owes me $5 from last episode. I got to run back the tape because he said if we score more than 21, he owes me 5. I think if we score less than 21, I forget what the bet was. Either way, one of us owes each other $5. I got to run back the tape and text him. But score predictions wise, with us being underdogs, us being on the road against the Giants, so it's obviously going to be an NFC East battle. What are you thinking score-wise?
Yeah, so I usually go on a big rant and explain myself. We're too late in the season. I think all the explaining has been shown on TV, so I'm not even going to give it words. I'm just going to give you the score. I got us losing 30-20.
Ooh.
Yeah. I got us getting beat. So, yeah.
Okay. I wasn't expecting you to pick us to lose.
Oh yeah. I can't see us winning any, and it's just at this point, it's like what do they say? It's like like you prove me wrong, or if I'm wrong or whatever. Like once, shame on me. Twice, shame, whatever. So
yeah.
the shame
I'm
is
never
not
gonna.
on me.
I'm never gonna. I mean, unless you're Bill Clinton, I'm never gonna root against us. I'm never gonna root for a loss.
No,
but
I'll still be rooting for the dub. Yeah, but
like I said this 2 weeks ago, like if we lose again, it's just I'm just numb to the pain, and I don't even drink alcohol or smoke weed. I'm just numb to the pain. I'm gonna go somewhere in like I don't know, 24-21, we win kind of thing.
okay.
Like just keep like it's because it's always an NFC East rivalry where it's either gonna be lights out or lights on. It's one. There's never an in between.
Gotcha.
But the way both of these offenses are kind of like mediocre, the way these defenses are both beaten up injury wise and just like meh play, I'll go like a 24-21, whether we go to overtime or we seal it in the fourth quarter. That'll be kind of my thought process.
Gotcha. So now, real question: that field goal that Moody's going to hit, is it going to be inside the red zone, or is it going to be a 59-yarder going in the half?
It'll be like a 38, 40-yarder. It'll be like inside where he needs to hit it.
It's crazy. I mean, just hey, let's go get this kicker, and just never use him.
Never use him. I mean, I get it because we had to try anything, but like, come on now.
Yeah. No, I agree. On the 1 yard line against Minnesota, don't kick that field goal. I was like, go for it. Fuck it. Go for it. What do we got to lose, right? We didn't get it because we did something stupid. Who would have thought that they would have run that dumbass play and Debo's got to catch the ball? Man, he just got to catch it. But
the play was good. Debo just decided to have butterfingers for hands.
Yeah, I'm just talking about like the 3-4 passes in a row. Like if that was our third down, or if we would have ran it on second and third and then did that, totally fine. Still mad at Debo for not catching the ball. But it made it harder because they were like, they're not going to run the damn ball. And Jaden sure as hell ain't going to roll out because he's so like mortified to move. But just to like have the ball on like the 30, 40-yard line and just like go for it on like 4th and 6 or something. It's like, what? Just kick the That's what if why have the kicker on the team? I've been saying it since we knew Matt Gay wasn't straight, right? But why even have him? Let Tress be the emergency guy, right? Or some random guy on our team that kicked in high school, and just let's go run another. Let's bring in a DB. Like let's run 8 DBs on the field. Something different, man. But yeah, that's why I said 30-20, because I think the same thing. I think it's going to be some dumb, right before halftime, some like 55-yard attempt, and he's just going to drill it.
Right.
So, but they burned me so much this year, man. It's hard to, I'm a root for the dub. I'm going to want to see us win. Don't ever get it twisted. I am diehard in this, but just if we lose, it helps us. We've been losing. Giants aren't as bad as we thought they were, right? But we should easily handle them coming into this year. But the way we're playing now, and nah, man, don't look good.
Hey, the way we're playing could lead us to this next topic. And this next topic is talking about the potential number 1 overall pick. Now, this is the projected 2025 draft order from The Athletic. So, there's different parameters on how they evaluate draft order versus Tankathon, PFF, Pro Football Sports Network. Like, everyone has a general idea of how to do it, but everyone kind of pieces it. Everyone gets to the same recipe. They have just a slightly different ingredient and seasoning. So that's why
this is what they got. This is what they think is going to happen
projected wise.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is
okay.
Yeah. So this is coming off of this is from Wednesday's. This is Wednesday's graphic. I just found this earlier. I thought this was interesting. So obviously they project Raiders at 1, Titans at 2, Tennessee at 3, Cleveland at 4, Giants at 5, Saints at 6, Cardinals at 7, us at 8. So we have a 2% chance at the number 1 overall draft pick, because they obviously predict those first 5 teams are going to keep losing out. Las Vegas, for sure. Tennessee, I can see another win or 2 in their books, or very, very close ones. Jets, maybe one more win. Browns, this could be the week that they pull out an upset against like Chicago.
Yeah.
This number 4 is going to be what we keep an eye on. Giants, if they beat us, we'll just flip-flop. Saints are looking funky right now. Like, I don't know what it is, but I could see them pulling out another win. Arizona, Jacoby Brissett keeps throwing for like 400 yards every week and losing, so they probably stay put. And then us here at 3-10, a 2% chance of the number 1 overall draft pick at 39%. So it's like a 1 in 2.5 chance of making a top 5 pick. And then it's almost a guaranteed certain that we're having a top 10 draft pick. If we lose to the Giants, we could go easily up into number 5, especially if these two teams have a win. Now, if they have a loss and Giants win and we win, just shift us up 1. We're currently sitting at 6. But like, because we have we have less division losses than these two teams right now. So basically the way the Athletics shows it, they're going to be like, you can pretty much take 6, 7, and 8 and just flip it around of who you want and where, and the percentages are pretty much the same. If we lose on Sunday, we now move up. Do you want us to stick between 1 and 5, or are you fine picking between 5 and 10?
Man, you gotta want a top 5 pick in this draft with the picks we got, or the lack of picks we have, however you decide to word that, because 1 through 5, you've got plenty of options there to stay or go back. And the best part about being 1 through 5 is, and I know we've talked a lot about this in our group chat, is the double trade back. Going from like, say, because like, we talked before we started, Raiders, man, I truly, maybe against Miami, catch them slipping or rest Achane because of that rib injury next week or something. Who knows? The Titans, they're losing out, man. You can't talk, you can't say otherwise. The Jets, I don't see them winning another game, especially with no quarterback there. The Browns, though, man, with Shador, man, he can light it up. Shuck's been balling a little bit, and Cardinals this week is, a dictionary definition of a trap game, in my opinion, with Houston balling right now, 4 in a row, 5 in a row, whatever it is, 6 in a row, something like that.
Killer defense. Going
up against the best defense in the league that can't nobody do nothing against. You hit the nail on the head. Jacoby sitting there throwing for 400 yards a week. Everybody still says it's fake. Someone's going to fall off. Well, this will be the week he does it again. And Texans offense just can't keep up. All the Cardinals need is just a little bit better than average defensive showing. And that, man, they could be on a heater right now. But
yeah,
I don't see us beating any team on the remainder of our schedule except for possibly this week. And another reason I picked us to lose this week too is just the simple fact that we're in New York too. It's just, the home game, home atmosphere or whatever. But what I would say is I would love to have a 1 through 5 pick for common sense reasons, but you also got the pick of the litter there too, man. The Raiders go quarterback.
Yep.
The Titans clearly aren't going to go quarterback, right? But if they trade out and they got the same thoughts we do, and they go to somebody that needs a quarterback and they jump in front of us and we're sitting there at 3 or 4, now boom, hell, we got the best edge, the best linebacker, the best corner, safety, run it, whatever we want to do. We have that pick there. And yeah, you either pick there, everyone's happy with the pick. Please, God, don't get it wrong, right? Or you trade back and just, solidify the second round, and, possibly even a second round next year or something like that. So, or first, second round next year, but just depending on who's moving up. But I really love the double trade back scenario. You got to pick this draft, though. You can't not pick. And by not pick, what I mean is anything less than, I think when I was going through my little, just quick little, ranking sheet, I think I had it like right around 24, 23 to 25, somewhere in there is where I would feel super uncomfortable just picking based off of team needs from other teams that, if they were to sit still, right? If we were to just trade back with like who would be like 24th right now? I can't remember who it was.
Let's go. Let's say Houston. They're right around that.
Okay, so
late
yeah,
teens, early 20s.
Yeah, so Houston, right? Like, say we trade back with them because they want to go get,
a tackle,
dude from. Yeah, okay, we can go. That's probably more realistic. Yeah, I was about to say the running back from Notre Dame, but yeah. So they go up there, get themselves a tackle, and now we're sitting at 24. What team needs, man, all the edges that you want, gone.
Mm-hmm.
They're gone. All the guys you want, like the running backs, gone. They're going to be gone.
Receivers.
Yeah, we're not gonna go O-line or D-line unless it's an edge. We're just not gonna do it. Tight end, maybe a weapon, maybe receiver if they fall. Like if Carnell Tate falls to 25. You got to take him. You have to do it.
If Carnell Tate falls farther than 17.
Yeah, I've done the same thing. I think the latest I had him going was like 19. Yeah.
I see Carnell Tate being a top 10 pick. He is perhaps the most well-rounded wide receiver in this draft.
Yeah.
Titans could use him. Browns could use him. Giants could use him. Saints could use him. Cardinals could use him.
Cardinals won't do it.
They won't.
They won't because Marvin coming out of O State, me being an O State fan, Marvin Harrison was like,
he was that guy.
Yeah, and Carnell Tate, now Ohio State is a factory for these boys, right? I don't care what LSU wants to say. If they want that beef, they can come get it. But Ohio State is wide receiver U. I don't give a damn, right? But I mean, Carnell Tate, it's so crazy how big he is, but because of Jeremiah Smith, this dude just looks like in Jigba. Like he just looks like a 6-foot slot guy. But then you saw him on that sideline when we were playing Rutgers this year, and him and Jeremiah Smith were just both out. You're like, damn, man, he is all of 6'4", 230, man. But Jeremiah Smith is just like in the gym 230, where Carnell Tate's just, a big body, guy. So, but man, I'm telling you, Carnell Tate, these dudes want to keep talking about these receivers from like Arizona and,
USC.
USC receiver. Yeah, he's solid, but just keep letting him talk. Because if Carnell Tate, if he keeps falling, God, that'd be a perfect scenario, man. We need defense so bad, but I would go to bed so comfortable that night if we drafted Carnell Tate, man. I swear to God, I would. I swear to God, I would.
I mean, once we get on my wide receiver rankings on BIB Draft HQ, I've got a lot of day 2, day 3 guys. I'm like, if we wait a little bit, I can go get a 6'4" wide receiver out of NDSU who's got like one drop on the year. Yeah,
and in there, dude from see, now I'm sounding stupid because I'm not. You're in it. We're in it the same, but you're in it early, right? You're in it way earlier than me. You give me another month, and me and you will be sitting out here throwing names out like they're sitting right next to us. But God, dude was like, it was from a school in Tennessee, I'm pretty sure. Not Tennessee, but it was like Memphis or
let me look.
I can't remember. But I was watching a little bit of his film, and I was like, man, dude, this guy is solid. And because I'm pretty sure they were blue uniforms.
I'm trying to think Tennessee and blue. And those don't really add up.
Memphis.
I've got Denzel Boston out of Washington. Casey Conception out of Texas A&M.
No, I think he's so
Skylar Bell. Malachi Fields out of Notre Dame. Eric Rivers out of Georgia Tech. Nick Harbor out of South Carolina. Chase Roberts out of BYU.
Wait, the BYU, what's his name?
Chase Roberts.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Chase Roberts, BYU, 6'4", 210 listed on PFF. I might avoid him. He got 8 drops on the year.
Yeah, but, I also remember a guy when he played for Ohio State, he would drop a lot in the middle of the field. I think he leads the league in yards this year. Forget his name.
Something like JSN or something.
So, yeah, exactly. PlayStation Network or something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, trust me. I used to watch a lot of JSN and be like, God damn, man, catch the ball. Now you're like, golly, all he does is catch the ball. So
you're like, golly, drop something.
Yeah. My thing is like, I look for those hidden gems. And, that guy, like watching a lot of his tape, especially this year when they were going up against who was their bowl or not bowl game? Their conference championship against.
OSU played Indiana.
No, BYU.
Oh, Texas Tech.
Thank you. Yeah, because man, not the conference game, but the regular season game. Hey, he was doing his thing, and that Texas Tech defense is no slouch, man. I think there's going to probably be damn near 5-6 guys taken in the draft this year from that team.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, 2 possibly in the first round, but yeah, we'll rest our case on that when it comes time for the BIB draft pod.
Oh, yeah.
But, I can't remember what the whole topic got us ranting on this about. See, this is the thing. Me and you get going on the draft, man. It's gonna get crazy. But
it's gonna be
the draft order. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So back to that, right? I would love to get a top 5 pick. If our guy's there, we love him. We go scout him. We talk to him. He's a great guy. Leadership, fits the scheme, the role, whatever. Take him. If you think he can fall, or we got another guy we love, Carnell Tate, pick him up, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And, when you're up that early, man, you can put like Adam Peters, he's I'm starting to be a little harsher on him just because of the way the season's going, right? But I think he knows what he's doing in the war room. And I don't think there's anyone in the league that would say he doesn't know what he's doing. It's just the injuries and the way the picks haven't really worked out this year, with coaches that aren't going to be here and players that are hurt. So it's really hard to see, man. But he can pit people against each other, and I think he can do that really well.
Yeah, and a lot of it is coaching. Like I texted a bunch of people in my draft circles, no, we all agreed Benson, and we'll kind of wrap things up. Coming out of Kansas State, if you needed a fullback, a tight end, or a big body receiver, he was that guy. He was like Juszczyk and Kittle, but with hands. Not to say they don't have hands, but I
was gonna say, hold on a second. Yeah.
But like when they would throw to him, you would never be like, you'd be like, I like that.
Yeah,
and he needed him to block
over his shoulder. He looked good, man.
But a lot of it's coaching, a lot of it's depth chart, a lot of it's scheme. So we'll have to wait and see what they do on Sunday. If they go to him a lot, or if they've been doing what they do and they just rotate which tight end they want to throw to. So it's going to be interesting what Sunday brings. Because if we lose, we could be back in that top 5, maybe towards the top 1. If we win, we probably still stick and pick inside the top 10. It just doesn't look as nice as top 5.
Yeah, a top 10 at the end of the day, you're happy with it, right? And that's looking like a guarantee for us. But a top 5 is where, organizations turn that leaf, right? Whether you take your guy top 5 or you move back like the Rams did for when we took RG3, or I would say the Raiders, but they are the worst organization to ever draft in the NFL. You cannot convince me otherwise. Browns maybe close, but they get so lucky and they hit on their later rounds, it kind of makes up for it. But the Raiders, man, they're so dumb when they draft.
I might raise you Bengals on that.
Oh man, I don't. But the Bengals,
especially on defense,
they draft players. They just don't work. Like the Raiders do dumb shit, man. Like I will never forget the year they took Edward Bay, like 7th. You if you can predict who the Raiders take in the draft, I'll give you $100. Unless they're first overall. The first overall deals off because that's obvious who they're going to take. But yeah, man, when they're like sitting middle of the first, like top 10, you'll never guess it. You'll never guess it. They'll be like, hey, go get that running back from Notre Dame. No idea what his name is, but him and Genty would really kill it.
Right.
What should we do for Ashton Genty? Take him off field some.
No, he's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see what Sunday brings. You've got us losing 30-20. I've got us squeaking out a 24-21 win. This game could decide the number 1 overall pick. If not, I could very well see who's going to be in that top 5 order. If we're in the top 5, we could trade back. If we're not, I say stick and pick, and you can move on somewhere else. But with that being said, I say we get us up out of here. Hit that subscribe button, guys, on your way out. Like I said, road to 1,000 subscribers is currently happening right now. We're at 824. Hit that subscribe button. If y'all hit and we get to 1,000, may or may not be doing a giveaway, but we will not know until we get there. Again, I'll be at this game on Saturday, the 20th. So if you see your boy, it's going to be cold.
Freezing.
Your boy going to be cold.
Yeah, you layered up.
I got these tickets months in advance, and the resale market is trash can. Yeah. So I'm going as a Christmas gift for me and my family. We're going to have a good time. If y'all are out there and you see me, come say what's up. I'm going to see some other buddies up there, so we're going to have some fun. But let's go into Sunday. Let's raise hell in New York. Let's see if we win. With that being said, y'all stay balling out there. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.